Alright everybody, welcome to another Stray Kids video. Today we're going to be looking at the behind the scenes of Stray Kids. And what I mean by behind the scenes is their production process. I want to take a look at what they do when they're in the studio and they're producing music, particularly their production unit 3racha. They're made up of Bang Chan, Changbin, and Han, and they're rappers and producers. But I also want to look into just the process of Stray Kids, the stuff they produce. I'm really excited for this because this is one of my favorite things in the world, is looking at the production process of other artists, looking at their studios, the way they work, things like that. It's super inspiring to me. Hopefully we can have some fun with this. But yeah, let's get into the first clip. As always, shout out to Think Sound Headphones. They're a company that I work with. Their OV21s are one of the best headphones for the money that I think you can buy right now. Link in the description for those. All right, let's do this.
큰 편곡을 하려 하면은 일단 이거보다는 좀 템포를 늦춰야 될 것 같거든요.
Hey, Yamaha HS7s. That is the good stuff. Great speakers. They're somewhat entry-level speakers, and actually, like, everything on Chan's desk right now is just utterly simple. That is literally the keyboard that I started making music with. Those are the first pair of speakers I bought. Still using them today. Yeah, this is Chan making music in a very affordable way, and I love to see that. One thing I would question, though, is he's working in what looks like a dance studio. When it comes to making music, you want a more dead space. Like, I've got acoustic treatment up on the walls right here, and it makes this room sound very dead. There's no echo, right? That glass wall is like an echo chamber. That is gonna make for some really nasty reflections. So, hey, you can pull it off, but definitely not the most ideal environment for making music. Let's keep going. Wait, is he using this as a speaker? Dude, this guy is committed. Is he living in a dorm right now? Like, I wonder, you guys would probably be able to answer this question, but at what level of their career are they at this point? Because this is like, he's living in a dorm, working on a little tiny Bluetooth speaker right here, like a $100 keyboard. Like, where is he at in his career right now? This is crazy.
Let's go.
일단 해볼까요?
너의 실력을 보여줘. Show me what you got. You're a rapper. Woo!
눈물만 더 맺히고 더 맺히고
현재.
다시 할게요.
느낌 좋아. 느낌 좋은데 뒤에 갈수록 좀 더 세지자.
오케이. 너 도대체 누구야?
No 말고 no 딱 집어.
너 도대체 누
오케이 해볼게.
Right now, they're working on getting the enunciation right. As a producer, it's your job to make sure that the artist, the person on the microphone, is working well for the song. And it takes a little finesse. Most people think that you just walk in, you sing your part, and then you leave. Well, there's a lot more to it. Recording for one single song, one artist, can take days of just getting the right inflection in your voice. And it's the job of the producer to get that out of the singer. It's not easy. It's really not easy. And it takes a lot of, it takes a mix of encouragement and critique in a very specific way to get what you need out of that artist. It's not easy. Let's keep going.
Let's go.
내가 누군지 나도 모르지 시킨 대로 여기까지 왔던 memories.
I'm Felix.
Oh gosh, Felix's voice.
그래서 근데 더 멋있게 해야 돼.
Make it sound more cool. Okay. One thing you never tell an artist is when they're not doing what you want is to say it. Make it sound more better, make it sound more cool, make it sound, that's not a helpful thing to say. Obviously these guys are just having fun, they're buddies, and so they can get away with that. But if you're in the studio with a real artist and you're trying to get what you need out of them, just, yeah, not the right thing to say.
마지막 한 번 더 해볼래?
네네.
오케이.
Remember, 네네.
Look at his voice.
Oh my soul.
이거다.
I love Felix's voice. Working with someone with deep voices is just the greatest thing, because microphones tend to prefer deeper voices. I would say recording a man's deep voice is a lot easier than recording, say, a higher voice or a woman's voice. Microphones just take that deep, bassy thing better than, say, a higher voice or sibilant things. That's why you have expensive microphones, is because, and we'll talk more about their mics in a second here, but the right mic for the right voice.
찬 형이 아무래도 디렉볼 땐 되게 음정, 박자 모든 거 다 완벽하게 하는 스타일인데, 근데 이제 거기서 음정, 박자 이런 게 다 맞으면은 이제 너 하고 싶은 스타일대로 해봐 이렇게 저희를 배려해주고.
What he's saying here is that like once you get it right, then Bang Chan will let you kind of do whatever you want. I've found that once you do get the take, you know this take will work. It's really great to let an artist just kind of do whatever they want, because a lot of times the greatest moments in the production come from accidents or doing something that wasn't really on the list of things to do, like some like crazy vocal run or something, and then you hear that and you're like, okay, that's cool, and it ends up staying in the record. A good producer will always let an artist, after they've gotten the basics down with the song, then they'll let them just run wild and go with it. I do that all the time in my production, as I just say, hey, this take, just make it crazy, do whatever you want. And sometimes we get some really cool stuff. All right, shout out to Andeceit. They hooked me up with the X Air Pro in Space Black. Honestly, my back has been living its best life ever since. First off, let's talk lumbar support, because we all know sitting for hours can just wreck your back if your chair isn't up to the task. The X Air Pro features a manual adjustment system that gives you just complete control. You can tweak it to fit the exact curve of your back, whether you're sitting up straight to focus or reclining to chill. You can adjust it like it's designed for you. The 3D headrest is fully adjustable, up, down, tilt, you name it. Whether you're working, gaming, just kicking back, it's got your neck covered, literally. Let's talk armrests. These aren't your average armrests. These are 5D armrests. They adjust in every direction. Up, down, side to side, forward, back. They even rotate. I thought this was a gimmick at first, but this level of adjustability has been really helpful, especially when playing like guitar and drums. They even like, they just slide back, they get out of the way, and then when you need them again, come forward. It's really cool. Something I didn't know I would love so much is the mesh. It's game changing. It's breathable, which means no more feeling like you're glued to the chair after you're sitting for hours. Plus, it just looks super cool. It kind of feels like you're sitting in a Batmobile or something. So yeah, the Andeceit X Air Pro isn't just a chair. It is it's a legit upgrade to your workspace or your gaming setup. If you're ready to stop settling for the basic and give your neck, back, and arms the royal treatment, go check out the link in the description. Trust me, once you sit in this thing, you'll never go back.
서로한테 도움을 주는 그 요소인 거죠. 그래서 계속 성장할 수밖에 없는 것 같아요.
Dude, their setups are so ghetto. What the heck? Look at these laptops. These things are ancient. And the keyboard is like $80, and that is a Bluetooth speaker. What the actual heck? These guys are making some of the sickest music on the planet with the most ghetto setup I've ever seen. I love that.
해볼까? 네. 오케이.
착각하지만 쉽게 웃어주는 건 날 위한 거야.
까비.
This microphone right here, that is a studio legend. That's a Telefunken 251. I know like Adele, Ariana Grande, John Legend, Neil Young, Stevie Wonder, like so many people use the Telefunken 251 on their vocals. It's very rich, especially in the low end, and is also a really smooth top end, and it's just a #1 choice for so many producers. But here's the thing, that thing's $10,000 to $20,000, so it's really kind of unobtainium for most people, but obviously big studios, you gotta have it, and obviously Stray Kids are some of the best in their industry, so yes, Telefunken 251 all the way. What was that? Why does Felix slays me? This guy is so good. Felix studies Chan's reaction.
괜찮아?
씹고 뜯고 막 뱉어 막.
씻고 뜯고 맛보고 즐기. 오케이, let's get it. 오케이, 그리고
말씀해라 정생 말고 인생 좀 삐져날 빼쭉.
오케이.
좋아.
야, 아주 그냥
얘니 살짝 받았네.
아, 또 이미 많이 크네.
This microphone right here is the Manly Gold reference. I'm a sucker for gold microphones. This is an interesting microphone because they're really detailed in the high end. They're not very natural sounding. They're great for like pop and metal and rock and things like that, where you want that harsh kind of in-your-face tone. And I think it's actually a great microphone to use with Stray Kids. I think that would work really well. They're also not cheap. They run around $6,000. Definitely not a 251, but yeah, that's a great mic for the Stray Kids team. I like that.
자 하나 둘 셋.
좋다. 아, 좋다.
왜
왜 이렇게 구수하니 얘가? 너 몇 살이야?
머리가 아픈 거 웃겨 에이 그 감성이 웃겨
이게 웃는 게
Yeah. Sometimes when you're in the studio and it's getting late, you start getting what we call the studio giggles, where just everything is hilarious and everything like we're all y'all just dying laughing, and it's a good time. Definitely not productive, but it's a good time.
웃어야 돼.
해볼게요. I'm tossing turning in my bed. The voices in my head again. I gotta shake them off now.
Do you reckon you could do the toss a little off?
It's so weird to hear them speaking English like that. They're just totally Australians, right? Felix's tone is super interesting because it's very low, but he also has like a huge range. So recording with him, I would love to record with him. He sounds like he'd be like he has a really interesting voice, and I love it.
Tossing. What's
I'm tossing.
그 정도 괜찮은 것 같아. 그리고 전체적으로 느낌 좀 더.
Sometimes it's that one little enunciation of a word that changes the whole vibe of what you're trying to do in the studio, and it's super important to nail those things because it'll bug you. It will drive you crazy when you're trying to edit that down to what you think it should be, and it's just not happening. Get it right in the studio so you don't have to go back and mess with stuff in post as much as possible.
Gave up my youth for my future. Gave up my youth.
I want to hear a Stray Kids metal album. That would be totally sick. Please, if they've done, guys, if Stray Kids has any heavy songs with like electric guitar, metal sounding stuff, please link that in the comments below. I want to see this so bad. I want to see Felix do metal growling. It would just make my day. So please, if that exists, send that my way. Han.
오늘 열심히 하고.
Dude, you gotta take your mask off. You cannot. There you go. Okay.
몰라요.
Fire.
뭐할 말이 없는데?
That was perfect.
This hip hop. This is.
Dude, I love how much fun they have. I absolutely love that.
Where am I right now?
Dude, Changbin is swole. Dude's been hitting the gym. I love that.
어때?
Pop music is so weird, you guys. It's so weird. Like, in the studio, it makes no sense, but then once it's all produced, it's just like, wow. Alright, let's see what Bang Chan can do himself.
해볼까 나.
You only get to live.
Yeah, he's getting up there in his range.
You only get to live.
It's very punky. Very punk rock
You only
sounding.
get to live a life I know I'm ready.
깔끔하긴 하네.
Take that chance no matter what they tell me I cannot explain.
That's fast. That's hard to do. Bang Chan is known for being pretty hard on himself and really trying to just reach perfection. I think he's a little more lenient with the other members, but on himself, he really strives for perfection, and he does many takes and takes and takes to get the right. And that's good, but it can get to the point where you've done so many takes of a vocal track or a vocal take or a guitar or something that it just doesn't get any better, and it's really frustrating and it's hard to deal with in the studio. Especially if you're working with like an engineer and a producer and they're working with you, and it's just like you just kind of feel like you're taking up people's time, and it can be rough, you know. That's just part of working in a studio. You got to do what you can, do your best, and create magic. And these guys create magic.
혹시 강도는 어느 정도일 것 같아?
모르겠어요. 그냥 대충.
오케이.
중간 정도?
좋았어요. 자, 한번 해볼게요. 돼지 코끼리건 형이 토끼건
Or a rabbit? What is?
언제나 되기야 아니면 돼지인가 하나 형은 전보다 살이 많이 빠졌어 초심을 잃었어.
What is this?
오케이, 그럼 다음 부분 넘어가 볼게요. 형은 살이 너무 빠졌어
처음보다 초심을 너무나 잃었어. 매일 저녁 야식 시켜 먹던 습관 어디로 가고 운동을 하고 있어. 너무 마음이 아파 야위 여가는 형의 턱살을 볼 때마다 동생은 마음이 너무 아파서 비타민C라도 챙겨주고 싶을 마음이거든. 형은 나의 정말 너무나도 위대한 형. 여기까지 합시다.
위대한 오케이.
What is
위대한
this?
형 솔직히 거짓말 가사가 위대한 형까지는 거짓말이었으니까 위대한 형만 자릅시다. 오케이. 슬픈데?
형은 나의
Okay, dude. Sometimes me and my buddies will get into the studio and we will just like make the most garbage music and it's just the funniest thing. There's nothing funnier than making stupid music. Yeah, 3 Ratchet is great. I love their dynamic. This is just so fun. All right, if there's any other clips that you guys want me to take a look at, throw those down in the comments. Thank you to Andaseat for sending over their X-Air gaming chair. It is an incredible chair. It is so comfortable. It is so supportive, and I feel like I'm going to have way less back pain now that I have this chair. So super thankful for that. Go check them out. There's a link in the description and stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.